students. So today we are going to do the experiment number 4, where we are trying to measure the dispersive power of a grating using sodium D-line, sodium lamp. Sodium lamp here we have. So you see this part is called the sodium lamp, sodium vapor lamp, and this is particularly yellow light. So it's a monochromatic light, and that's the D line. D line is a particularly name for the sodium wavelength. And then this instrument is called the spectrometer. This is the spectrometer table, and in this table there is a grating attached, and this grating is normal glass plate. And then what happened is, over the glass plate there are large numbers of vertical lines drawn. So generally if you have a normal glass plate, it's completely transparent. But then if you draw some scratch marks or lines over the surface, then those lines becomes opaque for the light, and that's why you will have some part of the glass to be transparent and some part to be not transparent, and such a setup is called grating. And generally the distance between each individual, each consecutive line is very small, and we will come to that, how much small is that. Okay, so that's a grating. So where do we put it? We put it, attach it to this grating spectrometer table. So here is the grating. Then from the sodium lamp, the light comes through a collimator. The purpose of this collimator is to make the light, whichever is coming out of the sodium lamp, to be parallel. So parallel light is coming from the collimator. Then you have the grating here. From the grating, the light gets diffracted. We'll come to that. What does that mean? And then this diffracted light passes through the telescope, and this is the eyepiece. When we look at from this eyepiece, and we'll show you what you see when you look at the eyepiece, right? So then what is diffraction? Diffraction is nothing but bending of light. And here this grating does create a diffraction pattern. So if the diffraction grating, this grating is not here, what do you see? One parallel beam of light coming from this side, and it falls on this telescope if it is perfectly parallel to each other, and then you will see one single ray of light, right? And if you rotate it like this, you don't see anything, because light travels in a straight line path. But if you put it here, then this diffraction grating does what? This diffraction grating diffracts light. And you will learn more about the theoretical background or the calculation and further in your own lecture. But here, let's just say this, that when one single ray of light is coming from the collimator, the diffraction grating diffracts and creates a pattern of a light here. So what generally happens is, depending upon how many lines there are on this diffraction grating, you will see some numbers of extra lines. If diffraction grating is not here, one light rays come and you see one light. If diffraction grating is here, you will see one ray here, one light here, another got diffracted here, another got diffracted here, and so forth. So on the both sides you get a pattern of light, right? So from here to here there is no light, then suddenly there is a light. Then from here to here, no light. Then suddenly there is a light. Then and so forth. So how many such patterns you will see? These are called like n. You assign a number. N is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3. So the straight, whichever the light is coming up, you give a name. N is equal to 0. So the first maximum. Then next, that's n is equal to say 1. Then n is equal to 2, n is equal to 3. On the other side, n is equal to minus 1, n is equal to minus 2, and so forth, right? So that's what this diffraction grating does, and ultimately we use something called grating equation, and from there you can calculate the dispersive power of this diffraction grating. Dispersive power is what? Dispersive power is a measure that if this source of light contains more than one wavelength, then how much the different wavelength that it means this diffraction grating, it can disperse. So if it can disperse more, that means for a particular wavelength, let's say this is one line, then for the second wavelength there is another line. And if there is a distance between these two, then you can say, oh, okay, I can identify that there are two lines. But let's say its dispersive power is not much. Then what will happen? Two different wavelengths will form the same line, and you will see the same image, and that's how you would not be able to disperse them. You would not be able to distinguish between different wavelengths that is present in the light. So that's what we want to find out, that how much is the power that it can, how much it can disperse, what's the power of that it can disperse the light that is coming from this source. Okay, so now in the next part we'll look at some theory, means what is grating equation and what these n is equal to 1, 2, 3, what all this means. Okay, so next week.